Rosa Parks was an American civilist. Rosa Parks was born on February 4th in 1913. Her name when she was born was Rosa Louise McCauley in Tuskegee, Alabama, along with her younger brother named Sylvester McCauley, who was born August 20th. Education-wise, her mother taught her to read, and she mostly attended segregated schools. By the 11th grade, she attended an industrial school for girls in Montgomery. Then went back to Pineville Level to visit her sick grandmother and mother. Later on, married in 1932 to Raymond Parks, a barber and active NAACP member, and she joined them. December 1955, Rosa Parks had been arrested for refusing to give up her seat to white men on the bus. December 5th, 1955, the Montgomery bus boycott, one of the biggest events, occurred and proceeded to the protest outside of the courthouse where Parks took trial. This event sparked many viewers, which led to legal actions being took because of
Unexpectedly,
the boycott.
Albany police countered with perfect order and nonviolent arrest.
Rosa Parks
what would happen to me from some
awarded the Presidential Medal for Freedom, which is considered a very high honor. The year after, she was awarded the Congressional Gold Medal. October 25th, 2005 marks the death of a very important woman in history who changed the perspective of many, which she had. Claudette Colvin was born on September 5th, 1939 in Birmingham, Alabama, where she grew up, one of the poorest neighborhoods. She hoped to become a president. When she was 8, her family moved to Montgomery, Alabama, and she attended the Booker T. Washington High School. On the day of March 2nd, 1955, Claudette Colvin had been riding a segregated city bus where she became a pioneer of the civil rights movement.
Move!
Colvin had sat far from where the white seats were, but still was harassed. When the police came, she had been arrested and sent to a juvenile facility and charged with 3 convictions. She then hired Fred Gray, who had been considered a good lawyer during this time. Boycotts around the world had occurred. There had been a lawsuit filed by the NAACP and the MIA. Claudette Colvin's actions led to the result of Rosa Parks also refusing to leave her seat on the bus and spark a bigger light, resulting in the Montgomery bus boycott in December. Claudette is now retired nurse aide who moved back to Alabama. She went without any attention, but is now given the attention that she deserves. She is alive and doing well and continuing to talk about her experience. Daisy Bates was born November 11th in Huntington, Arkansas. Her biological parents were Hezekiah Gateson and Millie Riley. At the age of 3, her mother had been sexually assaulted and killed, so the Smiths adopted her. After her foster father had died, she married Elsie Bates on March 9th of 1942.
Here is Daisy Bates not being an assistant, but being the leader.
At a time when...
Later on, after being elected president of the NAACP, her and her husband joined and started the Arkansas State Press, which was during the time of their marriage. As the president, she was very forward when it came to racial inequality and racism. Her husband was never against the NAACP. He actually loved it, and they created the State Press. In 1954, racial segregation was ruled unconstitutional by the U.S. Supreme Court in the lawsuit Brown versus Board of Education. On September 9th, 1957, she helped 9 black kids enroll in Little Daisy Central High School, where white people spat on them. And she was arrested the same year for not turning in NAACP records. After her husband's death on August 22nd, 1980, she graduated in 1984 and brought the Arkansas Press back, later sold in 1988. Before her death on November 4th, 1999, she received an American Book Award for her book, The Long Shadow of Little Rock. Daisy Bates will always be remembered as a woman who went through lots of things that made her who she is today, and she will never be forgotten.